of avoiding this stuff. Very slim. We're going to pay a price. But we still have a very slim chance, and it will only come from saying enough is enough. The message being sent, the people have to sacrifice for the state. And if they're not willing to voluntarily sacrifice, the state will come in and just take it from them. You also have this happening. The EU and the IMF is now dictating which citizens of Cyprus should be taxed and how much they should be taxed. Who elected the IMF to impose taxes on Cyprus or anyone? Your tax dollars are the largest piece of funding for the IMF. Your tax dollars are being shipped over to the International Monetary Fund, and your tax dollars are the largest source of revenue, the largest source of power for this organization that is now dictating to the globe which citizens get taxed and how much. The EU and the IMF are saying that the people of Cyprus should have to bail out their own banks, and that's why they're imposing this tax. Well, what about the almost 50% of deposits in Cyprus banks held by Russians, Greeks, or British citizens? Britain has already announced that they will pay the tax for its soldiers stationed there. Why are they paying the tax? Why are the people of Great Britain now having to bear the burden of what the Greek banks did? Why are the taxpayers in Great Britain who are struggling, who are barely making it themselves, why are they now expected to pay a 7% tax for Cyprus? Now, here's the lessons you should learn from this. You cannot print your way out of an eventual day of reckoning. A day of reckoning is coming. There is nothing that's going to avoid the appointment with you and the good Lord. There is also, you cannot violate fundamental universal truths, fundamental economics, fundamental mathematics. You cannot break universal truth and expect not to pay the consequences. We are living in a world that has gone insane. They are changing the math to make it work for us to be able to, whatever it is we do, whatever it is we want. We want more free health care. We want more of this. We want more of that. We want to fight wars. We want to bail out all the other countries. We want to save the banks. We want to cure this disease in this country. We want to redistribute our wealth. We want to make sure that the poor people in Africa don't struggle because we're so rich. I got news for you. You cannot have it all. You cannot do it all. And our day of reckoning will come. Margaret Thatcher used to say, the problem with socialism is that eventually you run out of other people's money to spend. We are doing that in America. And we are printing money to put off our day of reckoning. And every day that goes by, it gets much, much worse. Especially because I contend that you have an administration and progressives in both parties that no longer see an out. Before I could give them the benefit of the doubt, and they said in 2008 I could give people the benefit of the doubt and say they weren't educated, they didn't know, they were like me, and they were just like, you know what, the debt's not so... No. There is no way. You have intentional blindness at this point. Intentional blindness. There is no way out. The tax, however, is intended to send a very important message. And here it is. And it's not meant just for the people of Cyprus. It is meant for you as well. And here's the message. That money doesn't belong to you.